Hey my beautiful Taurus gang, what's happening, what's crack-a-lackin', and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy I'm for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your June 2021 reading. I hope you guys are well, and if so, let me know down in the comments down below. As always, these readings are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome. And if not, it's not your message, and if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok, you're all more than welcome to. All that information is going to be linked down in the description box down below. But with that all being said, Taurus, let's get on into June, baby, and let's see what we got going on. Messages for the Bull Gang, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout June 2021, what do we got coming in here for Team Taurus? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout June 2021. What messages do we got coming through for Taurus, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout June 2021. Alright, Taurus, let's take a look here and see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully, we got ourselves some pretty fantastic stuff. Taurus, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Justice card. You can be connecting with a Libra for some. Taking a look at your current energy, we got here a King of Cups. Person you're dealing with, we have here the Five of Swords, and then looking at the outcome that's present for you is showing up as the Page of Pentacles. So right off the bat, what I got from this is that at the end of the day, it's their loss. That was something that came through very prominently on your side, your energy. So I definitely feel like you're at a space where it's like, you know what? It's their loss. It's their loss if they decided to miss out on whatever it is that we had. I'm going to handle myself civilly. I'm going to handle myself maturely. I'm going to be in a position to where I'm not going to let things that are not worth my time or my energy get me down. So you're in a very, very grounded energy here coming into June 2021, Taurus, okay? It definitely looks to me like you're severing ties between you and another person. I mean, taking a look at who you're connecting with, we do have here the Five of Swords. So this could be that they were kind of inducing some negativity. You know, the Five of Swords could be somebody who's bringing in some negative energy. It could be somebody who's fighting, somebody who's toxic. And I think it got to the point where you were like, I need to handle this with as much class as I can. At the end of the day, I don't want this negativity in my life. I do want to sever ties with this person, but I also don't want them to affect my emotional state of being. I'm not going to let somebody disrupt my emotional wellness because I'm really focused on a path right now of taking care of myself emotionally. So Tauruses, it really looks to me like you guys are super focused right now on taking care of your emotions, taking care of your emotional side and what it is that you got going on. And definitely with the overall energy being the Justice card, there is this balance that you're recognizing, and that balance is whatever throws me off doesn't deserve to sit in my energy in the first place. I think you've learned that you have no problem severing ties, especially if the person in your life is causing some chaos. Looking at the outcome that's present, Page of Pentacles, this is you saying, you know what? I am open to friendships, I am open to relationships with people, but the moment that they decide to bring in any kind of energy that does not serve me, I am totally okay with allowing myself to walk out of that situation, alright? So what I'm going to do here, Taurus, is I'm going to go over the person you're dealing with. I'll take a look and see how they feel towards you and what's going on with them throughout June 2021. Then I'll take a look and see how you feel towards them, what's going on with you throughout June. We'll see where energies align, and then we'll go ahead and see the outcome, okay? Now, in regards to the person Taurus is dealing with, how does this person feel towards Taurus? And what is going on with this individual, please, throughout June 2021? How does the person that Taurus is dealing with feel towards Taurus? And what is going on with this individual throughout June 2021? So, two cards came out that are pretty interesting. We do have here the Queen of Cups, and we do have here the High Priestess. Your person does feel like they've grown very, very, very far away from you, okay? Especially when it comes towards love. They feel like there's been a lot of distance here between the two of you, and with the High Priestess card here, I kind of feel like they have kept that to themselves, but over time, that gut feeling that they've buried away has only become louder and a lot stronger. What do I mean by this, Taurus? Well, your person noticed that they were feeling more emotionally distant from you as time went on, but instead of speaking about it, instead of having a conversation about it and trying to address it right then and there, it kind of festered and it built up over time to where this person kind of continuously felt more and more emotionally distant from you day in and day out, and that was something that I do believe was incredibly frustrating for them. We also have here the Star card, we have here the King of Swords, and then we have here the Temperance card. So I think that from your person's perspective, with. They truthfully wanted to mend whatever was creating the distance in the first place. I think that they were determined here. King of Swords to the Temperance card. I think they were determined here to have a conflict resolution, to have a conversation with you, to see what's going on. But at the end of the day, by them not taking action, how would you know that there was a problem in the first place? You know, Taurus, I think with your life, things got a little busy, things got a little hectic. I think that you have been really focusing on taking care of yourself emotionally. You know, Tauruses are very good at being loyal. You guys are very well known to be loyal to your friends, your family members, your loved ones, and you take care of people when you need to. But it's always prominent to take a step back and take care of yourself. And I think that over the past month or two, you've really been working on that. I feel like in your personal life, you've just noticed, I have a lot of stuff that I need to take care of right now. I need to take care of my emotional state of being, my state of being overall. I need to really focus on making sure that I'm nurturing myself and going through with what fulfills me. So you've really been focused on you. And I don't think you ever intended to create distance between you and this person, but at the end of the day, the more distance that was created as you were focusing on yourself, the more it bothered this individual. But to bring up the point too, by them never mentioning that they felt more distant from you, how could you know this? You know? How could you know this? So yeah, we also have here Queen of Wands, and we have here Knight of Pentacles. So they wanted to express this to you. They wanted to express that they felt further away from you for quite some time, but unfortunately, I feel like it never was the right time for them. So they never ever took action to let you know how they felt. All right? In regards to what's going on with the person Taurus is dealing with throughout June 2021, what is going on with the person that Taurus is dealing with? We have here the Ten of Cups, we have here the Four of Pentacles, and then we have here the Nine of Wands. So moving into June, Taurus, things are going to be interesting with this person. Because they're going to come across like everything's okay. But truth be told, they feel a lot of distance between the two of you. They feel like your relationship is in a completely different place. Okay? But they're not telling you this. They're not admitting this to you, okay? So they're holding back their true feelings. So what's going to be going on in the month of June, Taurus, is you're going to have somebody in your environment. And they're going to seem cool as a cucumber, completely collected. They're going to seem like normal. Out of nowhere, though, you are going to notice this person kind of explode with that Five of Swords. They've been holding and bottling up their feelings for so long, to the point where, because they never expressed to you how they felt, I do feel like it's going to be a very emotional burst that's going to come from this person, and you're going to feel kind of blindsided, like, whoa, I never knew you felt this way at all. You could have sat down and talked to me about what it is you were going through. Because at the end of the day, Taurus, you're trying to say to this person, you know, I've been focusing on myself for a while. I've been trying to take care of myself and take care of my life and my well-being. I'm sorry that I didn't know what it is you were going through, or that you felt distant from me, but by you never communicating that, how could I have known? So when they do explode because they bottled up their feelings and emotions, you know, that situation right there is like, wow, you know, it definitely made you want to sever ties the way that they're going to come across. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to sever ties from this person. They both seem, you know, you both seem important to one another in your life, but when they do explode, I think that that pushed you to the limit of wanting to distance yourself from them, because you were like, I didn't expect this from you. This came out of nowhere. So guys, when they do explode in June, it's gonna come out of nowhere. But at the end of the day, it's feelings they've been bottling up and up and up and up and up that they never expressed to you, okay? In regards to how Taurus feels towards the person they're dealing with and what is going on with Taurus throughout June 2021, let's have a look. How does Taurus feel towards the person they're dealing with? And what is going on with Taurus throughout June 2021? First card out, we got here the Knight of Swords. I wish you would have talked to me, is what you'll say to this person. I wish you would have communicated to me. You know, I'm strong enough to understand the truth. I'm strong enough to hear the truth. If you were upset with me that you felt like we were growing apart, if you were upset with me that you felt like we were stuck, and that I was focusing too much on myself and not enough on the people that matter in my life, I wish that you would have came to me instead. Page of Swords. I wish you would have had that conversation with me instead of bottled up your feelings, right? Because at the end of the day, that could have changed this entire outcome. You know, if you would have just came to me, maybe you wouldn't have bottled up your feelings for so long, maybe you wouldn't have exploded, and maybe we wouldn't be in this predicament right now. Like, I wish you could have just came to me, all right? So with the Four of Cups here, Taurus, I think you are a little irritated moving into June with the fact that this person didn't come to you about how they felt, and they eventually ended up exploding on you in a very, very, you know, kind of negative manner. You know, like I said, it feels like it comes out of nowhere. And the thing is like, I can understand where your person's coming from, and I can totally understand where you're coming from as well, Taurus. I think the person you're dealing with didn't mean any malice. I don't think that they meant to cause harm. But when people bottle up their feelings for so long, eventually they explode. And not only can they hurt you, they can also hurt themselves with whatever comes out. It's word vomit at that point. So with the Five of Swords, it's going to be that word vomit kind of energy where they just explode and you're like, man, you know, the shit you said was hurtful, the shit you said was really negative, and that did not make me feel good or make me happy. Like, that really made me want to just take a step back and protect myself even more, you know? Right now, Taurus, like I said, you've been in a place probably for the past month or two, really focusing on your emotional health and your well-being, really focusing on taking care of yourself, and you just wish that, like, at the end of the day, if somebody had a problem with that, they would have communicated that to you, all right? Now, in regards to what's going on with Taurus throughout June 2021, let's have a look. We have here the Knight of Wands, okay? We have here the Two of Pentacles, and then we also have here the Ace of Wands. So at first, Taurus, this is really going to irritate you. You're probably going to take a break from this person after the incident happens, the incident being them exploding on you. You're probably going to take a break from them. You're not going to want to contact them for a little bit just because it's going to irritate you with the word vomit that comes out from this person. But sooner rather than later, you're going to want to move on from this situation and say, okay, let's start over. Let's start from scratch. Let's make this work, okay? So keep in mind that during this time, Mercury will be in retrograde. So at the end of the day, you know, communication in this situation clearly wasn't top-notch, but with Mercury kind of hindering communication too, it definitely didn't make it easier. So as far as your person goes, you know, they felt very left out by you. They felt very left out in the cold. They bottled up these feelings and emotions. They felt super distant from you. So because the communication there was incredibly wonky, that was the biggest reason why this whole situation came to pass. But you're going to be like, you know what? I get it. You know, let me be the voice of reason right now. I understand where you're coming from. I hope you understand where I'm coming from because I wish you would have talked to me. Let's forget about this and let's move on. So this situation is going to be something that's short-lived. It will blow over very quickly, okay? That's the good news here, Taurus. It'll blow over very quickly. I feel like whoever this person is in your life is important to you just as you are very important to them. You know, when I first started this tarot reading, I picked up on this energy of like severing ties and saying like, that's it, I'm done, I'm moving forward. But I think that that was just an in-the-moment type of thing. Just like this person's gonna explode after they bottled up their feelings, what they're saying, their word vomit, is in the moment. And that's gonna be how you kind of react to the situation as well. In the moment, you're like, I'm done with you, I don't ever wanna talk to you again. But like the two of you will eventually come to your senses here where you're recognizing that the lack of communication is really what caused this kind of fight, this kind of interaction. And moving forward, working on the communication will be beneficial for the two of us, you know? In regards to where energies are aligning between Taurus and the person they're dealing with throughout June 2021, where energies aligning, please, between Taurus and this person, we have here the Eight of Cups, okay? We have here the Hierophant card and then the Four of Wands. Beautiful. Yeah, you guys are not going to be away from each other for long, okay? That's one thing that I'll say. Like I said, I do feel like this is a situation that's going to be incredibly short-lived. It feels to me like this is something that's going to blow over. So Taurus, at first, you know, when this individual explodes on you, you're like, I don't want to talk to you ever again, you know? You definitely will walk away and take a short break from them, but then the two of you will come back and communication will be had, and the both of you will understand where one another are coming from, okay? So this message is more so kind of like a warning message, just to give you the answers you need. You know, if somebody in June, Taurus, kind of comes at you out of nowhere with this like really explosive attitude and negativity, chances are it's about something they've bottled up for a long time that they just never communicated to you. And at the end of the day, Taurus, I want you to remember too, you weren't doing anything wrong for the past month or two, like I said. I feel like you've really been focusing on yourself. You've really been just doing a lot that you can to deal with your emotional wellness, because I think that you're going through a multitude of things right now in your own personal life, okay? You may be dealing with family matters for some of you. You could be dealing with financial situations. You could be dealing with other types of things that are just affecting you in your personal life. So over the last couple of months, you know, it's been an emotional roller coaster for a lot of people. And I just really think you've been trying to focus on being very King of Cups, very grounded in my feelings and emotions, and just making sure that I'm doing good. So you were blindsided by this because you have been trying to focus on yourself. But what I want you to know is that taking time out to take care of you was not a wrong thing for you to do, okay? It was not a wrong thing for you to do at all. So don't feel bad about that, okay? As for the overall outcome between Taurus and the person they're dealing with throughout June 2021, what is going to be the overall outcome, please? And what do we got? We got here the Seven of Wands, finally standing up for one another and having that conversation. And then we have here the Six of Pentacles, okay? Getting back into an even playing field, getting back into a very good space. The Seven of Wands here is like, we need to speak up, okay? We can't sit here and not express what's going on in one another's lives. We just need to make sure that the communication is there and everything will be great. Six of Pentacles, we're back on the same page. Life is good, we're good. There's no issues or problems here. So yeah, man, it really is that lack of communication that caused this situation specifically to spark. Either way, Taurus, it will blow over. It feels to me like this person's important in your life, and vice versa. It feels to me like you're important in this person's life. So just be mindful of that, okay? And sorry about that, guys. I had some throat shit going on real quick, but yeah. That's what I'm seeing here. This is a very specific situation too, so if it resonates, Taurus, hopefully you guys take that message and, it kind of helps when the situation pans out. But if it's not your message, that's cool too, okay? So yeah, I just feel like your person here, they bottled up a lot over the last month, or they're going to bottle up a lot in June. They just feel like they're growing distant from you, like they never hear from you. They feel like they are just kind of outcasted by you, when that was never your intention. Your intention here was to really just help yourself, because the past couple months have been pretty rough. So you've just been doing your best to try to help yourself, because you're always helping other people. And I think that they didn't communicate and understand what you were doing, so they kind of took everything in a very negative way when you never meant to hurt them. You feel me? So as far as your person goes, if they would have opened up sooner, it would have been a different situation. But at the end of the day, everything works out for a reason. The lesson here is that communication is key, and you two will be right on track. All right? So even though there seems to be an explosive event coming, just know that it's going to be okay. Just know that the two of you will be on the same page. This situation will resolve itself very quickly. All right? All right, Taurus, thank you for tuning in, man. Very interesting reading, but I'm glad to see that it's going to work out for the two of you. Have a lovely and amazing rest of your June, guys, and I will catch you all in your next video. Much love, my Taurus, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.